Hello everybody, welcome to 原海子平 Chapter 2. As promised, I will continue from yesterday where I left behind. We'll talk about the sixth vitality. So the sixth vitality is actually the 10 God scenario. Okay, so today we will cover the direct and indirect resource. Okay, so what is direct and indirect resource? So we talk about direct resource first. Okay, how many direct resources there are? Okay, let me write and show you how many. Okay, we have the Jia master. Okay, so direct resource is red. So we have the Yi master, direct resource is pig. We have the Ping master, direct resource is rabbit. Then the Ting master, direct resource is tiger. Okay, now the Wu master, direct resource is horse. Okay, followed by the Ji master, direct resource is snake. Okay, Geng master, direct resource is goat and ox. Xing master. Okay, Xing master direct resource is a dragon and the dog. So for Geng master and Xing master, they have two types of direct resource. Please remember this. Ren master, direct resource is rooster. Kui master, direct resource is monkey. Okay, so in total, see there are 10 types of direct resource, right? From what you have learned in the books, only one resource. They group everything into one, right? In actual fact, resources are very individual and it's very personal to individual day master. Okay, so now we must identify, okay, the good direct resource and the bad direct resource. Okay, before we go any deeper, we must understand what do you mean by direct resource. Resource is categorized as comfort, right? Have a comfortable nature. Okay, so comfortable, like to relax, stay at home. Then the negative aspect of resources is not comfortable, secure and insecure. Okay, the positive resource is very secure, right? Very stable. The negative aspect of resources, direct resources, is very insecure. Understand? Very uncomfortable. Okay. So on top of this, resource is actually, they make you think. They make you think a lot. Okay. Then in the spiritual world, they are fall under the portal. You can open the portal, you can close the portal. It's more on imagination. As long as your imagination will come true. Example, you see ghosts, then the ghost appear. Because why? You are the portal where, when you think, you open the portal. That's where the ghost can come into you. But only you can see, you can feel. Other people cannot see, cannot feel. If you have a negative resource in your bazi, when the negative resource appear on the stem, it don't count. It only count when it appear in the branch. Why? Because the branch is, remember yesterday we talked about the energy become form. When the energy become form, it become reality, right? So branches is actually your memory bank in your bazi. The year, the month, the day, the hour, they are all memory bank. Understand? Where the memory will be kept. Example, the year is your character. The memory will be kept in your year under your characteristic. The month is a society. The memory will kept in the society. What happened to you in the society? It's become your memory bank. What happened to you in society? Things like that. Then there's another memory bank is in your spouse palace, your day branch. Your marriage experience become a memory. If the memory is good, it become a good memory. The experience is bad, you'll be, I'm so sorry, bad experience. Okay, whereas the hour is the memory in the later stage in your life, or as well as what the memory you have experienced with your children. Okay, so remember, when they appear on a stem, it is not real, but when they appear in the branch, it is 100% very real. Okay, so now we will go through people that have negative resource. These people are very insecure, then 胡思乱想疑神疑鬼，understand, right? For Jade Master, red is not the negative resource. For Ide Master, the pig is the negative resource. Okay, so if you're very unhappy, you know why? Because you have this. Okay, the rabbit is not the negative resource to the sun. The tiger is not. Okay, the horse to the dragon. Yes, it is. Okay, so you see the Wu Day Master. Okay, Wu categorized. There are two types of Wu. One is the dog, one is the dragon. So this Wu, is it fall under the dragon or it fall under the dog? Okay, this Wu fall under the dragon. Okay, because the season is summer. Oh, that's why it's fall under the dragon. I will cover this in my next chapter. Okay, when I mean all the Wu and Jide Master, but at the moment just focus on the dragon. The horse is negative. Okay, so negative is negative manifestation. Okay, snake is good. Okay, then the ox and the goat, which one is negative to the gun? The ox. Okay, is very negative. Okay, then the sing, the dragon and the dog, which one is negative? The dragon. Rooster is not negative. Quaide Master, monkey, is very negative. Understand? Which is mean that very insecure. Okay. So sometimes people, they hide, they are insecure. You cannot see, but on the surface they appear that they are very secure, but actually they are very insecure. This is something to do with the hidden stem. We will cover along the way soon. Maybe the chapter after the next we will try to cover. So at least then these are all the lies. Negative is called the lies that they keep, they don't tell you. You see, so when the time that is exposed, the negativity will be exposed. Just like the news, you see, people they do the bad things and then being exposed in the mass media, things like that. And if you have a positive resource, of course people will give you the credit on the news also. Like now Facebook people, a lot of people say a lot of bad things, a lot of good things to certain people, right? This is exactly the negative resource is exposed or the positive resource is exposed. Okay, so this is the direct resource. Okay, direct resource and indirect resource, they are also the same. They are manifestation. Okay, they are porters, spiritual porter. Okay, hell porter. Okay. People have this, you can never understand them because right inside are very confused. I mean, for the negative one. For the positive one, resources are called self-healing properties. If you have the positive resource, you can self-heal yourself. Understand? You don't have to go to the doctor. You just positive affirmation. Keep telling yourself you will be okay, then you will heal yourself automatically. You see, this every one of us, we have special property in the Bazi, because Bazi is made of energy, and we are also part of energy. So actually, we can heal ourselves, very convincingly without any, external factor, like you don't have to take medicine or something like that, right? It's about the thought. Right? Your thought is resource. Right? If you think bad, bad things happen. If you think good, good things happen. So you need to train. When it comes to resource, you need to train. Okay? So the indirect resource, okay, I don't cover it, understand? I mean unless because it's too much, unless I cover in the class. Okay, if not, I'm just showing you the positive and negative resources. Then after that, I mean, who are the people who use resources? Teacher, like me, I'm teacher. Okay, I use resources. So who are the one? Archaeology people, the scientists, people who do research, they all use resource. Remember, resource is not study, not academic. Okay. Now later I will cover what is academic, what is study. Resource is not study, you know. Resource is research. Okay. Later we will go through what is the study icon for your children or maybe for yourself too. Okay. Of course, if you know how to activate, you can activate. Then learning process is extremely fast. Okay. So now of course, when we talk about the 6 vitality, that means we must understand how strong or how positively strong is the resource. Okay. So sometimes the negative can become positive, the positive can become negative. Okay. I will show you example based on the resource, based on whatever you understand, so it's easier for you to understand. Example, just now we talk about Jia De Master. Okay, the positive resource is the red. Okay, what thing can make the red negative? Control. If you have a control, the resource will become bad. Example, you have an earth control, earth control the red. Okay, is this a control positive or negative? Okay, is this not control positive and negative? So you must understand this. Is this Wu dragon or dog? If this Wu is dragon, then it will be good. If this Wu is if this Wu is dog, if this Wu is dog, then it will be bad. Why? It will be bad. Why the dog is bad? You go to the 12 growth table. 12 growth table, the red is Kuei. You go and see Kuei to dog. You know it's a negative support. Right. Whereas Kuei to dragon is positive. This is negative. Right? That's why this is good, this is bad. That's why winter, Wu on top of winter is categorized as dog. I know it's confused because you don't know and no one will teach you this. Okay? So this a dog, that's why it is negative. That means the positive become negative. Okay, this is one aspect. Another one, how can the negative become positive? Example, this is E. You have the G and the pig. Okay? So is the G goat or ox? You can understand this. So does the water support the ox? Okay? You have to go and look for. This is winter, so the G is fall under the goat, not the ox, not the goat. Okay. So if you look at the 12 group on the Ji De Master, in the 12 group Ji De Master, they don't tell you are they the goat or the ox. They don't tell you. But never mind, you know, from Ji you go to where? Go to pig. Okay. At the moment, you will only know that the pig to the Ji is conceived. If the pig to the Ji is conceived, they are talking about the goat, because Ji to the ox, height to the ox is actually stronger than a Ji, than the goat to the pig. Okay, which I will cover. But now you know that the pig, the negative, support the positive. Why positive? Because G is indirect well to the E. That's why negative become positive. You understand now, right? So that's why negative can become positive, positive can become negative. Okay? This is one scenario. I will give you another scenario. Not so easy, right? But once you know, once you know the technical aspect of the 10 stem, 12 branch and the 12 growth table, it's easier for you to comprehend. Okay, another one we talk about Keng. We know just now we talk about Keng to the ox is negative. Okay, negative, but if we have the E on top to control the ox, okay, the negative will become very positive, which means that the ghost become a god, which is very very good. Okay, so example, if you have the Sing, if you have a Jia, control the dragon. So dragon is negative, Jia is positive, the positive control the negative, so it become very good. However, if you have Sing, but you have the Jia, control the dog, it become plus, control the plus. Plus control plus become minus, become very very bad. So this is called self-sabotaging. Okay, same go for E day master. Okay, E control Wei. So Wei is positive to Keng. E also positive, but now the positive control the positive, it become negative. So the good become extremely bad. So I hope you understand what I mean. Okay. Then now we move on to Friends and Rockwell. Okay. So what is Friends and Rockwell? Do not be afraid when you hear the word Rockwell. Okay. Friends and Rockwell, which one is more danger? Friends or Rockwell? You may think that Rockwell, because the word will scare you already, or Rockwell, right? No. Friend is more scary than Rockwell. Do you know why? Your friend. Rockwell is people you don't know. But because why? They are different category. Example, you are Jia. They are E. E is called Rockwell. Right? So if you are Jia, your friend is also Jia. Right? So when you call the person friend, you know them what? When you call the person Rockwell, you don't know them what? How can you call your friend Rockwell? Cannot, impossible, right? So who can rob you? Your friend can rob you first, right? Because why? They want to borrow money from you. You will lend them first, or because you're a friend, right? Okay. Sometime your father can be your friend, your mother can be your friend, your spouse can be your friend. As long as they are your friend, they can rob you. Your children can be your friend, they can rob you. Okay, let me show you why they can be your friend. Ready? Okay. Let me show you. Very surprised, Okay, example. Okay, you are Jia Day master. Okay, if you have a Jia here, Man. If you have Man, then who? See, your father and mother is your friend. They can rob your wealth. You understand? If you have tiger in your spouse palace, they will rob immediately because your spouse is wealth. And if you have a friend on your wealth, they rob you immediately. Okay, this is why I know, because you must read the original palace, which is called the invisible palace. Okay, example, if we have children in an hour, then your son become the Rockwell. Okay, understand now, right? Remember, this call, your father can be your friend, your mother can be your friend, your spouse can be your friend, your children can be your friend. Okay, as long as they are friend, they can be your Rockwell. Understand now? So you look at the news, right? Sibling fighting, father and mother, the son and the father's son and mother fighting for wealth. Rockwell, understand now? So this is only just for you to understand that do not afraid of Rockwell, because people who don't know you, they're unlikely to rob your wealth. People who know you will definitely rob your wealth very very easily without question. Think, understand now, right? So what is Rockwell? Rockwell is when your 八字 have no money but have Rockwell. Then what happen? Your Rockwell will go and rob other people's wealth and give it to you. Okay? What's the criteria of Rockwell? The criteria of rob well, do not let them see well in your 八字. If they see well in your 八字, then they will rob you first. Example, okay, we talk about Jia De Master again. Example, Jia De Master, okay. Then you have well. This is your well, right? Then you have rob well. See? Combine. Rob well cannot see well. Once they see well, they will rob. So if you are born, if you are Jia De Master, you born in rob well, okay, but your 八字 have no well, then they will go and rob the well and give it to you. Understand? This is understanding friends on rob well. Do not be afraid. Right? I mean the forum, internet, everyone talk about rob well, huh? All nonsense. Understand, right? So now we talk about hurting officer, eating God. There are 10 types of hurting officer. There are 10 types of eating God. They are good and they are bad. Okay? What is called bad? Normally the bad come from where? How do you derive the bad? It's all come from the 12 growth table. 12 growth table, they are bad. Okay? So what is hurting officer when they become bad? Then what they become very uncontrollable the way they sit, and they're very straightforward. Right? They will just say anything, whatever they want to say. Okay? So hurting officer and eating God is also people who tell you that things that they know. Correct? And information they say, this one can do, that one can do. These are all hurting officer, eating God, right? So you have to be careful of hurting officer, eating God, because they say can do, but doesn't mean they really can do, you know. Sometimes they talk a lot, they don't do. What does the meaning of they talk a lot, they don't do? When they appear in the heaven is they talk a lot, they don't do. They don't do is because the hurting officer only appeared on the stem, doesn't appear in the branch. See? So example, I show you one example 八字. Okay, just one 八字. So hurting officer and eating God is the same. See, this is the hurting officer of Wu De Master. Okay, the timing is being turned. Okay, you see, there is no hurting officer, eating God, no matter, there's no matter, no sin. Okay, Geng cannot count. Geng cannot count because Geng is not sin. Sin must see sin, then it's called rooted. It's called, when they are rooted, it's called congruent. Whatever they say, they will do. As long as when they only appear on the stem, it doesn't appear on the branch. They say, but they don't do. Understand, right? Anything that is rooted, it is real, right? Okay, anything that is real, right, can be very rootless. Rootless, they mean if they say they want to kill you, they will kill you. It's the same. If they say they want to do, they will do. But when they say they want to kill you, they will kill you. They will try all the way to kill you. Of course, it will not happen in Singapore because Singapore is heavily guarded with rule and regulation. But if in America, people can murder you. You're in Malaysia, Indonesia, people can kill you. Today is very normal, right? So in Singapore, maybe the hurting officer, eating God is all controlled by government, so people don't dare to do bad things. But in other country, hurting officer, eating God is free and easy. It's called freedom of doing whatever you want to do. Understand? So remember, on top is only they say, but they don't do. Once they are rooted, they say they will do. But it can be good, it can be very bad. So you have to be careful, right? How to know the good and the bad is all in the 12 growth. Okay, make no mistake about it. Okay, followed by officer and 7 killing. What is officer and 7 killing? Okay. Hurting officer and eating God is also boastful, no? Very boastful. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It can be really boastful. The person they are really good, or so-called shallow boastful, which they don't know but they just talk a lot. Understand, right? So now we talk about officer and 7 killing. What is officer and 7 killing? Officer and 7 killing, they are the ghosts, the real ghosts in the 八字. understand? Real, the real spirit, the real devil in the person 八字, right? Of course, officer and servant killing, they are positive and the negative. The positive one is called your guardian angel, right? It's just a good spirit. The negative one is called, they will haunt you. Like some people 八字 easily possessed and you know, easily haunted. Every time they go, only they can see, other people cannot see, right? So servant killing and officer is closely associated with resources. Understand? It's just that officer and servant killing is more scarier than resource, because resource only disturb you, but servant killing and officer, they attack you. Understand? Right? So again, when the officer and servant killing appear on top, they don't count in the 八字. But when they appear in the branches, they are all very, very real. Okay? Sometimes you say that, oh, lucky, you know, my 八字, they only appear on top. But when the luck and when the year come and they are rooted, during this time, it is extremely real. Understand now, right? So that's why 八字, there are many so-called hidden factor people really don't know. Understand? And they get most of the information they get from the internet are confusing. So most of the people who learn 八字 are very confused. They don't know, understand, alright? So you must understand, officer and servant killing, they are good and bad, because 八字 got yin and yang, everything got good and bad. Okay? So but if you have resources and you have servant killing, this kind of thing, you have to handle very carefully, because it's not so easily to remove. You must remove, no? You must use feng shui to remove all this. If not, this kind of person, they are in depression mode, then they are very complicated, they're isolated, they are very quiet, then dementia, I mean, all kind of funny things they have, and they talk to themselves, understand, right? These are the people, resources, servant killing, understand, right? Okay, then now we talk about direct and indirect well. Okay, direct well is academic. Okay, why direct well is academic? Is study. Why? When you're young, what do your parents tell you? Boy, you must go and study. After you study already, you have good result, then you can come to the society, you can get a good job. That's why direct well is money, right? You study for what? You study for job, for money. Okay? So if your 八字 do not have direct well, indirect well, what happen? Difficult to study, no concentration. But if your 八字 have direct well, right? Remember, not indirect well, direct well. Because direct well, you have to work on it. Study, you have to work on it, right? So if your 八字 have direct well, where is it? Stem or branch? Branch. Stem don't count. Okay? So when your 八字 have direct well in the branch, whether in the year is the best. Why? Because when you're born, you like to study. You have the concentration. If the month is even better, society. In the day is when you get married, then you like to study, right? And if it's in the hour, then it's very, very late. Something like that. Okay? So direct well, normally direct well, they are all good because they are all in conceive most of the time, right? So there is no, the only negative direct well in the day master is all the yin day master. All yin day master direct well is negative, except for Ji day master, the direct well is positive. Okay? So this, if you want to know more detail, then you must go and read the Infinite Treasure, 穷通宝剑, right? Then you must also read 地天髓, the Heaven Installation. Understand? As well as academic, as long as academic is concerned, your 八字 must have direct well. Your 八字do not have direct well, no point you're going to force these children. Why? Because your effort will be in vain. Understand? So you're going to see most people that can study one is normally the 八字 have direct well. If the 八字 don't have, that means it happened in the luck. During the 10 years, they buck up and they study very well. Okay? So this is what I cover for the Thank God. I mean, in summary, very, very fast. Okay? Because remember, this book, I'm only tell you what is right, what is wrong. I'm not going to teach you. Okay? So, hope you enjoy. Then remember, the good can be control, become bad. When the direct will is under control, A tak pindah B tak, can study become cannot study, right? Things like that, right? So if you have negative resources, but if you have direct will to control, see, that means from cannot study you become can study, as long as direct will is the one that control the negative. Okay, we have many cases and it is proved to be right. Okay, so the next one we will try to talk about combine, and we will touch more on the 12 growth table. Okay, so hope you enjoy this class. Thank you very much. Bye.